sound just like him too.
Yeah. That's interesting that would be. That's the one thing I didn't like about Black Panther. The fucking accents, bro. Because they was trying too hard.
Oh, is this on right now? Is that right now? Okay. What is going on, guys? I'm watching the stream right here on my phone. What's going on, guys? We are back. Welcome to the Excess Lounge. I just gotta pull it up in my mouth. I'm preparing now. You know what I'm saying? I'm preparing. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Excess Lounge. Hopefully, you guys watching us on YouTube. Welcome. You already know who this is. Your boy Killer Kawabo. We are back here again on the Excess Lounge, doing our thing like we usually do. And we got some more people on here. Oh, that's right. You don't see on his background, but we got people like we usually do. But before we get started, you know what we're going to talk about today. So today, obviously, we're going to talk about one of the biggest video game movies that's come out in the past year, Sonic the Hedgehog. We're going to do a review on that. We will also do a review on the Photograph. Well, more like my boy Craig going to do a review on the Photograph because he saw it. I actually missed it, unfortunately. But we're going to do a review on that. We're going to talk about some other things as well. We'll talk about a passing of a star that happened today, which is sad. We will also talk about some other stuff too. Some new stuff that's going on Disney Plus. Anime that's Anime of the Year. And then we're going to talk about a social issue that I feel like I really want to express with us being black men in here. And I wanted to express that over here. But with that being said, before we really get started, well, like I said, welcome to the Excess Lounge. You know who I am, Killer Kawabo. If you guys want to find me on Instagram. It's Killer Kawabo. Google me, baby. Find me on Instagram. Find me there. You can hit me up on there. If you want to find the stream, or if you want to find the Excess Lounge podcast, you can find us on the Excess Lounge on Instagram. That's the XS. That's the letters XS letters. Make sure y'all know, like you drink XS. Find the Excess Lounge on Instagram. You can find us there. We try to post as much as we can on that. If you want to find the stream, we're actually on Vodcast Central. So if you guys watching it now, please subscribe to on YouTube. Yes, on YouTube. So make sure you guys subscribe to Vodcast Central. Again, the Vod with a V. Vodcast Central. That's our new home for the Excess Lounge for right now. But eventually, we're going on Twitch. So find us on Twitch, Excess Underground Z. Twitch.tv/Excess Underground Z. You can find us on there where we actually do giveaways for our sponsors, the Excess Blast Drink. Give us a follow over there. Someone just wanted to give away actually today. Shout out to Hot Cheetos. My boy Ian, he actually won a case of Excess today. But check us out over there. I do live streams. I do video games. I've been playing Doom lately. I play Uncharted. You go in and chat with me. Give us a follow. It'd be much appreciated. Before I switch to my co-hosts, I got to give my sponsorship a quick shout out. You know what I'm saying? So the first sponsorship, got to give a shout out to the Excess Blast Drink. So Excess Blast Drink is 14 different flavors, no sugar, low carbs. If you guys want to support us, I'm not sure if I gave the link, Adrian, but there is a link usually. There's a link that you guys can hit. Follow that link. Get yourself a case. It'd be much appreciated. Or follow us on Twitch. Like I said before, you can win a free case of Excess Blast Drink on there if you follow us on Twitch. And then we're going to give a shout out to our second sponsor, Arsley Grand Cinema, where we actually saw our movie reviewing Sonic there today. So Arsley Grand Cinema, which is located at 9110 Kings Parade Boulevard, that's in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, again, the address is 9110 Kings Parade Boulevard. The people there are super nice. They're super cool and chill. Tuesdays usually got that $5 Tuesday deal. I know you like that shit.
Yes, sir.
You actually got that shit today.
Yes,
you got like a large drink and some popcorn and shit like that. So make sure you guys go check out Arsley. It's a great theater. Comfy seats. You know, you guys be really like comfortable over there. Let's be able to check out some great movies there and everything like that. But that's it for me. Let's pass it on. Pass the Dutch to the left-hand side.
That's your boy Kid Cam. You can find me on Kid KIDD_CAMM on Instagram. And this is my good man from high school.
Yeah,
we've
we
been
go
knowing
way
each other
back.
for a while.
Way back.
And then that's it.
Yeah, he kind of got me into movies. He's the movie aficionado, honestly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this guy dragged me into movies,
I
man.
know
But yeah, pass it to the left. Who we got here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know who it is, man. It's the boy Case with the face, a.k.a. Ronnie Romance, a.k.a. Moody. Back at it again. You can always find me at Moody Sudler on Facebook and Case3X on Instagram. Man. Let's
Yeah.
get into it.
Yeah, oh yeah. You find me on Facebook because I keep forgetting because we usually do this on Facebook. So I could be thinking people checking me on Facebook. So you can check me on Facebook, Cujo Kida Amanfo. Cujo spelled Kwadwo. Amanfo AMANFOH. You'll see a guy like looking like he's dancing, whatever. That's me right there. You see the excess got on the shirt. So you can find me on there on Facebook. And we're gonna be looking at chat. So please chat with us. We will be much appreciated. Speaking of which, shout out to Ernest. Yo, what's good, man? How you doing, bro? Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for checking us out, man. Like I said, we're going to be reviewing Sonic. We're going to review Sonic first. That's going to be the first one. Then we're going to review the photograph, or Craig will review the photograph because he saw that. And we're going to talk about some other things. So let's get started, man. Let's definitely get started. First of all, how you guys doing today, man?
Dang, what about me? Dang, I can't
Well,
get no. They still gonna hear my voice. They still gonna hear my voice.
Okay, all right. We got one
Nah,
more person behind
yeah.
the ones and twos. Go ahead.
Go ahead and follow the latest and the greatest and the nigga that's gonna make it. Adrian Nice, Instagram, Adrian Nice, Nice. That's with a Y, not an I. And then subscribe to the YouTube channel of Vodcast Central, the YouTube network that is the home for the Access Lounge. Okay, Cujo. Go ahead.
All right. All right. And shout out to Adrian because he is helping with the production. As you guys know, I've been kind of, at first I was kind of doing this by myself, but I had that little camera on the side or whatnot, doing my own thing. But now I'm kind of alleviating some of the stress off my back, having my boy Adrian do the production. So give a big shout out to him. I definitely appreciate it. Great and sure thing. All right, yeah, man. Yeah, just subscribe, Ernest. Subscribe, man. But again, how you guys doing? How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Splendid, man.
Splendid.
Well, word, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So like I said, we're gonna be talking about some movies first. First, we're gonna be talking about some movies. We're gonna be talking about. We'll start with Sonic because me and Craig actually saw it earlier today. We're gonna talk about how we felt. It's one of the big video game movies. You know, if you guys are video aficionado, you know Sonic is one of the icons next to Mario. One of the big icons. He first came out on the Genesis. You know, anybody who was... Yep. That was synonymous with some Sonic, man. If you guys were if you guys play video games like me and Craig here, you grew up on Sonic. You did all the loop-de-loops, you did all the fast pace and stuff like that. And he was a very beloved character in the video game industry. And they finally went out and made a movie. Came out this year. And now we're going to give our opinion. Is it good? You know what I'm saying? Is it good? So before we start with the review, we're going to give you guys a trailer. So let's start with the trailer. And we'll see you guys real soon.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package. On my planet, people were always after my powers. So I came to yours. It gets a little lonely, but that's okay. I am living my best life on Earth. What? Ow! Let the plate Sonic! Let the bitches mount also Sonic! Ugh, I can't with that guy. Uh-oh. Super Sonic! Why are you hiding out in my garage? They're coming for me! If they steal my power, they could conquer the universe. You have to help me. No, I don't. Please, it's life or death. Super Sonic!
Good morning, my rural chum.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me where it is.
Wait! Don't hurt him! Road trip? Whoop, whoop.
This can't be happening to me.
Oh my God, stop the car right now!
What?
The world's largest rubber band ball? We gotta see it!
No, this is not some fun family road trip.
You're right. It was lame. Gift shop was cool, though.
Whatever this creature is, I'm going to uncover the source of its power.
Yeah, hey.
I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk.
Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them.
We gotta lay low. Let me show you how it's done. So should we get out of here?
Yeah, time to go.
I always want to do this. Nailed it. Uh-oh. Let's go. Here comes the boom.
How are you not dead?
I have no idea.
Oh, give me a big fat break! That was an illegal left, by the way.
Aw, this one is cute. Let's keep him. Oh, come on. You've got car insurance, right?
Why would you throw your life away for this silly little alien?
Good time.
He's my friend.
Let's go! This is my power. And I'm using it to protect my friends. Let's go! Let's go!
Sonic, me and Craig actually saw a little today. In case I know you didn't see it, but if you want to interject, you definitely can. We're gonna talk about Sonic. So, like I said, Sonic the Hedgehog is the big video game movie, and people wonder because video game movies actually have a bad rep. Video game movies are usually bad. Trash. Honestly, the best video game movie out there is Mortal Kombat, and that came out like in '90.
But what's that?
What about Resident Evil?
That was
What's that cartoon?
terrible.
That cartoon movie that
Yeah,
came out with?
terrible.
It was this nigga. He was like a big.
Wreck-It Ralph don't count because it's not an off of property though. It's his own thing.
It wasn't a video game.
Yeah, it was, but it's not.
It
based
did
off,
pretty well.
But it's not based off of property though. That's what I'm
What do
saying.
you mean by based off property?
Because Sonic is based off of a video game property. It's his own.
Oh,
You know what I'm
gotcha.
saying? It's his own franchise. It had his own franchise before. Like Wreck-It Ralph is his own thing from Disney. It took from different video games, but it didn't.
It's not an actual game.
It's not an actual game. You're correct. Yeah, Sonic is an actual game, or it's stuff like that. You know, Resident Evil, like you had mentioned earlier, Case, shit was trash. The whole series was trash. No, that whole shit was
Was
trash.
y'all on Mike Epps and shit?
That whole shit was trash, bro. That whole shit was
He said,
trash.
It wasn't all trash.
Yes, it was.
It was entertaining.
It was all trash. It was all trash. And it's funny because the same guy who directed those movies directed Mortal Kombat.
Damn.
And Mortal
Wow.
What about the
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat was pretty good.
Yo,
Hell,
yo, yo. I actually love that movie.
hell no.
It was horrible, but I
Hell
loved it.
no.
The first
I
Mortal
loved
Kombat?
The
It
first
was-
Mortal Kombat.
It wasn't that good, but that was
Right.
the best video game movie we actually ever had.
So you didn't like Prince of Persia?
That was good, but to be honest, that was good. But to be honest, it wasn't that great. Like I saw
It
the
wasn't-
flaws. I saw the flaws in it.
I can agree with
Yeah,
that.
I saw the
It
flaws
wasn't
in
the best,
it.
but
Yeah,
it
it
was
wasn't the best. It was decent, especially, but I saw the flaws in it. But this movie, everybody looking forward to this because Sonic, like I said, Sonic's a beloved character in the gaming industry. It's like one of the very famous mascots in the gaming industry. And I get to I see the comments. We'll get to the comments in a second.
I was gonna ask who owns
Sonic?
the Sonic. Yeah.
Sega.
Sega.
Sega. So if you guys don't realize, Sonic was one of the mascots for Sega Genesis.
Yep.
So if you got a Sega Genesis, you were pretty much playing Sonic games right there.
Yep.
So I mean, Sega was going on for a while with their gaming consoles. They kind of got overrun by PlayStation and Microsoft and Nintendo. Yeah. But Sonic was their mascot for the longest time, and they're still his mascot. Even with the newer games now. So now we finally got the movie that we've all been wanting to see. And now people are asking, is it good? Is it going to break the video game curse? So before we actually get started, I want to just give you guys the plot of what the movie is. So pretty much the whole plot of the movie is Sonic, he Sonic is an alien. He comes from a different dimension, from pretty much a dimension from Loop-de-Loops, pretty much. So
Mushroom Land or something.
yeah, no. Well, Mushroom Land's a different world, but his world is called Loop-de-Loops or whatever.
Oh wow.
So yeah, like the game. So So as a kid, he had to take a ring because he had the Speed Force, or I would say Speed Force because he's fast. The natives there was trying to chase after him and take his power, so he had to actually leave his homeworld as a kid and come to our world in Earth through the rings. Through rings that, in the game he has rings or whatever. He used the rings to go to different dimensions and whatnot. So he comes to our world, stays in our world for about some few years until he gets found out by the government. And that's where Mr. Robotnik comes in. He gets found out by the government, and he has to actually go into hiding, or has to go back to a different world, the Mushroom Kingdom, like you're trying to say, Mushroom World. He has to go to the Mushroom World, but somehow he messes up his rings, his bag of rings, going to San Francisco, and he has to ask the sheriff, who's played by John Marston. He goes by Tom Wazowski. I think it's not Wazowski, some kind of Dwight Jenner name like that. To be honest with you,
pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, he has to go through him, and he needs his help in order to get to San Francisco, in order to get the rings to go and to leave the Earth. So the whole question is, how good is this movie? And before we get to if we actually like it or not, we're actually going to touch on the things we liked about the movie, and like we usually do, and then touch on the things we don't like. So, first of all, I actually liked Sonic in terms of the voice acting. He was voice acted by Ben Schwartz. He wasn't annoying in terms of the voice acting. His voice wasn't annoying. I kind of enjoyed it. Sonic's character, in terms of why he does the stuff he does, that actually kind of makes sense, because when he first comes into the Earth, he's a little kid, and he pretty much by himself because he has to go into hiding if he's seeing people come after and stuff like that. So he's kind of lonely. So a lot of the stuff he does during the movie is because he was lonely, and now he's kind of gaining a friend. So you kind of like because he does a lot of annoying stuff, but you kind of let it go because you're like, he ain't had nobody to really fuck with like that. You know what I'm saying? So he had a lonely disposition and everything like that. So I actually kind of like Sonic and his character, and I felt kind of sorry for him. Also like the main actors. John Marston, he did great. I don't know the black lady that
Tika Sumpter.
Tika Sumpter.
Tika Sumpter? Sexy as hell, man.
Bad.
Sexy as hell, man. She did good too, and especially them together. That was great. I like their relationship.
She's funny.
Yeah, she's funny. It was the relationship, because I think they're married. Mm-hmm. It was believable.
Oh,
yeah, they're married in the movie. It was very.
I thought you meant in real life.
No. In the movie. It was very believable. You can tell she definitely supports her husband in the film. By the way they do it. So I actually like that. Another thing I really liked, and you can interject if you want, man. Jim Carrey.
Yo, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's hilarious, bro.
Jim Carrey
went off.
Yeah, Jim Carrey was the best thing in the film.
They told that man to just have fun with it, I'm sure.
Yeah, they told him to be Ace Ventura. That's pretty much what it was.
Yo, he killed that.
Wow.
Yeah. It pretty much think of him as Ace Ventura if he after 20 years and he's like, fuck animals. Because that's pretty much what it was. He was a dick through the whole movie.
He was like somebody that's like really smart, so that they're really arrogant. Like you can't really tell them nothing.
Yeah.
And he was a complete asshole.
Oh my god!
Like you hated him but loved him at the same time.
Oh my god! And he did not let up, man. Like some people would crack jokes, and you kind of like, I'm tired of this. Every scene he was on, he was hilarious. He was the best part of the movie, man. Every scene, bro, he was so funny. Like I was saying earlier, there was a whole dance number with him. That was the best scene in the movie, bro.
And you said he was the villain?
Yeah, he was the villain. Yeah, he plays Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman, if you guys don't know. He was the funniest shit in the movie, man. He had a whole dance number. That was the best shit in the movie, man. Because he literally danced for like 2 minutes. There's a dinosaur in this shit, bro. I'm not going to reveal y'all how the dinosaur comes in, but there's a dinosaur in this dance number, and it's like the best shit you ever seen, bro. It is so good, bro. It is so good. And he did a great job. He had fun in this movie, man.
Time,
yeah, he made the film, to be honest with you. He made the film for me, man, for real. Like I said, the main actors was great. John Marston. You guys know he plays Cyclops in the X-Men movies.
Right.
He did pretty good, too. Like, he had some good quippy lines. He was funny as hell in that shit.
Funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
He was kind of like when he made a joke, you was kind of happy to see that side of him because he's always usually serious.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it was fun to see him do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I really enjoyed was little things that I look for from Sonic, like when he turned into a ball.
Oh, yeah.
That used to be
Yeah.
my favorite shit.
Yeah.
Whenever he turned into a ball, his speed, of course, he was fast
Oh, yeah.
as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever watched the X-Men movie with that kid that was really fast.
I was just about to say, Quicksilver,
Like,
yeah. I was just about to say that. There's two scenes. There's scenes in the movie where I don't know if you watched X-Men First Class.
When he came and saved when the house blew up.
Well, yeah, you remember that. And the way he slowed down and he did all that shit. Sonic has those type of scenes, but I think it's done better in Sonic than it is in those movies.
That was a crazy scene.
Yeah, that was a
It's
crazy
dope.
scene. And he did it better in Sonic. Like, the one scene when he's in the bar, that shit was funny
that
as
was
fuck.
hilarious.
That shit was funny as hell, bro.
hilarious.
That was real good. So he definitely got a lot of those type of scenes in the movie, and those are great. Those are done really well.
One more thing is too that Sonic, he came out like he was a kid, and so he acted like a kid. Like you could tell he was young by some of the things he did.
So how old do you think he was in like age range, like 15, 16?
It's hard to say because they didn't give a span of years. Because
I
as soon as he
said
came,
about 13.
yeah, because as soon as he came out the ring, they just skipped time. They didn't say how long it was, and they didn't. So we don't know what the span of years was. But but it makes sense because they do a lot of like social not tropes. What do they call it? Like social with social media type things. Like he do the Fortnite dances and stuff like that. He'll make like jokes that they'll do jokes like people like kids know and stuff like that. He'll do that. So it kind of makes sense. Like he had a kid nature. He's on call by himself, so he kind of seeing all that shit. He knew all that shit and everything like that. So that kind of makes sense on that. One thing about Sonic, that motherfucker cannot shut the fuck up.
So what about Shadow and Knuckles?
They're not in the movie. It's all about Sonic.
Part 2.
It's all about
Part
2. Yeah, the
3.
sequel?
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
Sonic could not shut the fuck up, man.
Oh my god.
He could not. To save his life, he could not shut the fuck up. Because this is one scene where them motherfuckers looking for him. He's like, okay, I'm kind of ball. It's gonna ball. Oh no, I'm kind of nervous. Okay. Kind of nervous. Okay, I'm like, oh my god, shut the fuck up, man. Damn. Because it's like, you know, you get caught.
All you gotta do is stay still, bro. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All you gotta do. You good.
You good.
You good.
Like they even make it a joke. They even make it a joke where it's like where John Marston meets up with his girl and they had to do something to Sonic, and she's like, "Oh, he talked." He's like, "Yeah, constantly. Like he don't shut up."
He doesn't stop.
Yeah, he don't stop. Yeah, so he don't shut the fuck up. Which is like I said, plays to his character because he's been lonely. He ain't talk to nobody. So when he meets people, he actually talks to people and shit like that. Even to the point where he even got an origin to his red shoes. Because you know he wears red shoes in the game. They even got an origin to that shit. Like, so, well, yeah, it's just pretty cool. They do a lot of Easter eggs in the, for example, the city that, the town that they come from, it's called Green Hill. If you guys know the game, Green Hill Zone is one of the game levels in the game. They do a lot of Easter eggs and stuff like that. Even to the point where how Mr. Robotnik got the whole Eggman name. You know what I'm saying? Because in the Japanese version, it's called Eggman. But in the U.S. version, it's called Mr. Robotnik. So they even do that. So there's a lot of cool Easter eggs if you're a Sonic fan. I feel like you'll definitely like Sonic in terms of a character. And you like all the main actors in the film. I wonder if you got anything else to say, Craig.
I'd like to say that there were some of the characters that were not necessarily main characters that were still pretty good. Like, what's this lady's name? Natasha Rothwell.
Oh, yeah.
She was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
She was like this little girl's mom and Tika Sumter's sister.
Yeah.
And she was funny as shit.
And her main thing is she hated
James Marsden.
It's almost like she didn't want the interracial marriage or some shit. Because she automatically is like, get this nigga a divorce. Get this dude out of here hating on this dude, man. The whole movie.
About the main character?
Yeah, the main character hating on this dude.
Stand him,
it's almost like she didn't like them. She didn't like interracial. Like I said, she didn't like interracial marriage because this straight up like didn't like this dude.
Jump.
That's her whole story in this movie. So she was funny. She was definitely funny.
She was funny as hell. And then dude named Neil McDonald. He played in the movie what was that movie? Walking Tall with The Rock.
Yeah.
I remember
His
that.
buddy from high school.
Yeah.
I never seen a dude get sunned before, but I saw it today. And then, because he's usually an asshole. And Dr. Robotnik, aka Jim Carrey, gave him a run for his money.
Oh yeah, when he first came on the scene, he played his ass, played him so much that he never came back to the movie.
Bro, he didn't. He literally did. Like, he told him, yo, just shut the hell up and go sit in the corner. And he was like,
yes! And he never came back to the film, bro. He walked off and never came back.
That was hilarious.
That shit was hilarious.
It was fun to watch. Like, you felt bad for him, but you know he usually an asshole. Yeah. Like, you kind of got to take that one to the chin, bro. Like, I promise y'all, like, when y'all go see this movie, yo, like, Robotnik is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he makes
like,
the
he's a
film,
complete
bro.
asshole,
I'm so
bro.
serious. That's what makes Jim Carrey such a great actor, bro. Because
he's a legend.
He's a legend,
definitely.
man. I never watched Eternal of a Sunshine. What's it called? Eternal of a It was a drama film that he did. I can't remember the name. He's like Eternal of the Sunshine Mind or some shit like that. But he did great in that film. I've never seen it, but I've heard a lot of good things about that film. And you can tell his acting chops. He can be very serious and he can be very goofy. This movie is very goofy,
Definitely.
but it works.
What's that Jim Carrey movie when he was like, it was named after a number?
23?
I never seen
Was
that.
it number 20? Oh my god, that movie was
That
actually
was
pretty
serious
good.
though, right?
Yeah, it was
Got a
kind
lot
of
of good movies.
It was kind of like
Bangers.
like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Because it was like he started doing equations, and then he became obsessed with doing the equations, and he just started seeing numbers, and he went to like a downward spiral of like why everything equal 23 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was great. It was good. Yo, y'all need to check that out.
I definitely checked that out.
It was
Yeah.
good as
And I
hell.
didn't want to watch it because he looks too serious.
Yeah, like-
this ain't him.
Like he has moments in the movie where Jim Carrey's funny because he's like a dad in there.
Of course.
But then there's that side where he gets real serious real quick. It's like, damn, this ain't the Jim I'm used to. Like,
Yeah.
So,
it's kinda
Yeah.
serious.
scale
It's
of 1
really
to 10.
cool though.
Scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
In this movie?
No,
Oh.
not him, just the movie.
We'll get to that because I want to talk about the things we didn't like.
Okay.
Because there's some problems in the film.
One more thing I like, because it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
One more thing I like, the little coins.
Oh, the rings.
They had the rings
And
in
the
the
way it
because-
sounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because in the rings in this film, it's the dimension. They go into different dimensions. So if you think about something, when you throw it, it'll go to that place. So you can say if you want to go to L.A. When you throw that shit, it'll show it. The other side would be L.A. and you go there. So they did a good job. The action was great. That's another thing. All the action in this movie was great. There's a scene when he fight Eggman where they have to literally do like a globe trotting thing. It's very cool. Like he goes to different worlds and shit like that, or different areas of the globe. And it's very cool. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah, that's dope.
So let's look at the things we didn't like. Oh, I didn't like anyway. I got some problems with it. The story is definitely lackluster. Like there's actually there's really no plot. What I told you before about how Sonic got they don't, and honestly it works and it doesn't work because the story makes no damn sense. Especially about Sonic and his past. It was like, okay, I mean, in a way it don't make sense in the game because he's just a hedgehog that can run really fast. So it don't make sense in the game anyway. So it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't because, like, you kind of want to... They don't give a fuck about how everybody comes together. They're like, we're going to throw this nigga, we're going to throw this nigga. Because, like, for example, with Sonic, the only reason why he comes to the Earth is because people are coming after him, and that's just it. Like, people coming after him trying to get Sport P4. It's like, okay, go to Earth, that's it. You know what I'm saying? The reason why he knows John Marston is because he's been sneaking around, and then he's like, okay, I know this guy, so we're going to be friends and shit like that because I know this guy. You know what I'm saying? They don't really try to explain why everybody comes together. Mr. Robotnik is to be like, oh, this guy's smart. We don't know what's going on, so let's bring him in. That's it. There's no reason why Mr. Robotnik's interested in this. None of that shit. It's just like, okay, we're going to bring this person. We're going to bring this dude. We're going to put them all together. That's it. You know, it's kind of like playing with toys. We can play with toys. Okay, we're going to get it. That's kind of how they do it. But it kind of works because in the game, there's no reason why Sonic does the shit he does. Yeah, so it kind of works because if you guys don't know the lore, it's kind of like, okay, how you gonna make sense of a running hedgehog? You know what I'm saying? Of a super fast hedgehog. So it kind of works in that way, but it kind of hurts it because it's just like I said, they're just throwing shit together. They're just trying to throw shit together. Like there's one scene. There's this one scene, and they show in the trailer where he kind of makes a small EMP blast or whatever. He just did it just to do it. And it was kind of like, why the hell did you do that, bro? Like, because like, he gets lonely or whatever, and it makes sense. But I'm like,
no, it was an accident, actually.
No, it wasn't an accident, but I was like, why the fuck? Because like he runs like in a circle, and it creates like an EMP blast or whatever. But I'm like, why did you run in a circle, bro? You could have just ran around and went someplace else. Like, that makes sense to me or whatever. And that's cool. The whole reason why they're going on a trip is kind of like, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like I said, it makes sense and it doesn't. Like, it kind of makes sense because John Marston, he shot Sonic, made him like a little loopy, and he lost. And Sonic doesn't know the way to get places. He doesn't know the direction. Yeah, Sonic doesn't know direction. So John Marston has to really take him to San Francisco because he kind of knows where to go and everything like that. So it kind of makes sense why they drive together, but it still kind of doesn't because like, why wouldn't Sonic know how to get someplace? He's been on Earth for like years. Apparently,
he's at the same place forever though.
Still though, like it seemed like he learned a lot, and it seemed like he's been around and gathering stuff because he has a cave. He has Flash comics. You know what I'm saying? He knows about Green Hill. He knows to the point where he can stop John Marston's character. He go by Tom. They watch his speed, and he's like, "Oh shit, I love this movie." You know what I'm saying? He knows he can know shit. But I'm like, why does he not know directions towards places he needs to know? I'm like, okay. And then when you kind of accept it.
He's a kid.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying that's bad, but you kind of accept it just because, like you said, he's kind of a kid, and a lot of stuff really don't make sense with a Sonic character anyway. Even if you know the game, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of makes sense in a way with that, but it's just that, like I said, the story is kind of lackluster. It's kind of like you're not really invested in the plot. It's just all about a road trip. You got to go get something. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really invested in the plot. It's more of the characters that kind of make the movie. I don't know how you feel about it, Craig.
Let me see. What did I like about the movie? I don't really feel like I didn't like anything. Like,
really?
I didn't really find a problem with it because
That's good.
I was under nostalgia. Like, I was just so happy to see Sonic on TV. Like, I felt like a big kid. It was like it was some dudes that was next to me in Cujo. Yeah. They were like older dudes, and it was hype. Like, I was telling my sister, they was talking through the movie, but they didn't piss me off because they were excited about the movie.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like that. You're gonna feel like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You don't remember that? You gonna?
No, I was just gonna say it was like, oh my god, they really did a good job putting him on the screen.
Yeah,
it was true.
You're gonna feel like that. You're gonna feel a lot of nostalgia. Like I said, they have a lot of Easter eggs. If you know the game, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I know this. Oh shit, I know this. And it doesn't hurt the film. Like most times they put Easter eggs, it's kind of like
they force it in.
Yeah, they force it in there. But this one, they don't really force it in there. You kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I didn't like.
Jerk.
I know how you remember when the first Sonic trailer came out, everybody was talking shit about it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and they made him accurate. Man, as much as I like the accurate Sonic, after watching the film and seeing the story, it kind of makes sense to why they had the other Sonic. I kind of wish they had that other Sonic. What's it called? The one before that.
The one from the first.
Yeah, because it kind of makes sense now because they make Sonic into an alien. He's an alien in this film. He's a hedgehog, yes, but he's an alien. So that's the reason why they kind of had that look. So as much as I like that accurate character, it looked kind of cartoonish. And it kind of like, at times, not all the time, but at times I was like, man, it looks weird.
You're talking about the Sonic, the version of the Sonic they have in this movie.
In this movie, yeah. It gets to the point where I'm kind of like, man, this kind of looks weird. Like when because there's times where he's talking to John Marston, and it's kind of like,
man. It shows hair.
Yeah, it shows
quills.
Yeah.
I was actually going to bring that up earlier. So would you rather have them have made Sonic like the character is now, or like how they did Lion King, the new Lion King, how they made the?
To be honest, I would have accepted the first part. Now that I've seen the movie, the first version kind of makes sense. Because, like I said, they're trying to make him like an alien-looking version. And this one, even though he looks good, he looks accurate, he looks great. At times, like I say, he looks kind of cartoonish. That kind of takes me out the film because he's kind of trying to be in the real world. and all that, trying to be with the real world aspect. And I'm like, man, this shit looks fake as fuck.
It's from a different dimension.
That's true, but man. But it's trying to make it look believable, bro. I don't know. And just for some, at times I was just like, man, this looks fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So that kind of threw me off. I mean, no, it's not bad. It just kind of threw me off. And then another thing that I really didn't like it, I like as much as I said, the main actors were good. Everybody who's the main character was good, but the side characters were terrible.
Like who specifically?
Everyone.
Damn.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
The black chick was great, and she was a side character.
She was funny.
She was comic relief, bro. She was hilarious.
But her character was bad. She was look, as much as she was funny as hell. But when I thought about it, I was like, yo, she was just playing the sassy black woman. That's it. That's all she was playing, the sassy black. She was like, y'all better untie me. Oh no, divorce his man. You know, oh, get him out of here.
That's not her character though.
That was her character.
That
so
was
she's playing her character.
Yeah, but it was bad,
like
bro.
Yeah.
There was no dimension to that shit, man. Like
she's like an unhappy single black woman.
Exactly.
That's what it seemed like.
That was the only thing she was,
single
though.
mother.
That was the only thing she was, though. She was
hilarious.
Yeah, she was hilarious.
She was
Don't get me
hilarious.
wrong. Yeah.
Oh, I thought y'all was talking about the Tiki.
No, not her. She was good. Like I said, the main characters are good. All the side characters are bad. Like I said, she was like a trope. She was just the black woman trope.
I'll say I can agree with you on one hand, and on the other hand, it was like everybody else was a side character and kind of did a good job at some point to where they were pretty funny, pretty decent.
They had their moments, but like I said, it was like there was, and it's not their fault. It was
about them. Goofy.
No, it wasn't their fault. It was the director's fault. The way they directed it, it's the script's fault. The way they directed them, it made them goofy. Made a lot of the side characters goofy and shit like that. I mean, like the dude who was the sheriff's partner.
Mm-hmm. He was goofball.
He was goofball.
But the thing is, these movies are made for kids. They just put little things in there for adults to
Yeah. No, that's true. That's very
be
true.
able to sit through it.
Right. No, that's very true.
And I like the whole thing, Cujo.
No, but no, I'm saying, but it just that kind of not say fuck me up. 'Cause I was just like, everybody, the main characters are good. You know what I'm saying? Main characters are really good. Mm-hmm. It's like one side of the stretch. The main characters are really good, and the side characters just really bad. So it's kind of like two sides of the spectrum in the film. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of fucked me up on that. But and then some of the situations was kind of dumb. Because like I said, Sonic just does stuff just to do shit. Because this is one scene, and also motherfuckers, and the consistency is kind of bad too. Because motherfuckers would easily be like, when they see Sonic, they'd be like, oh shit, it's a motherfucking blue hedgehog. And then some motherfuckers would be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this little guy, this is like a small guy with a skin condition. I'm like, how the fuck would y'all not know it's a motherfucking dude in a hedgehog, an alien in a... He's not even trying to cover up and say alien in a damn sombrero and a damn fucking... You know what I'm saying? Some clothes or whatever. How you not know this shit?
Yeah, he wasn't disguised at all.
Yeah, to the point where it was, like I said, when shit happens, the one scene, we were talking about a good scene where Sonic does his thing, the lead up to it was bad because it's just some random guys come up. They wasn't fucking with nobody. Sonic wasn't fucking with nobody. Usually he fucks with people. Just some dudes run up. He was like, "We don't like your." Just to start a fight scene, he said, "We don't like your kind." I'm like, "What? Hipsters?" I'm like, "Oh God, you're gonna do that's a dumbass joke." And then that's why they start the fight because just some random ass guys just sign up for no reason and start fucking with him. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of the jokes were kind of bad. Like, for that one I was telling was kind of bad. That a fart joke was dumb as hell, came out of nowhere. I don't know why you want to put that in that shit. That shit was dumb. Some of Sonic jokes was okay, but like I said, that kind of makes sense to his character because he's been lonely the whole time. So you kind of let that shit slide because of his character and whatnot. But like some of the jokes was a hit and miss. Some of the jokes were hit and miss and whatnot with that. But I don't know if you agreed or if you feel anything else, Greg.
Like I said, man, I liked that. I didn't see too many things wrong with it. I didn't pick it apart that way.
Right. It was just stuff that I was thinking when I was. It was just stuff that I was feeling when I was watching the movie because I was like, oh man, this. When it gets good, it gets good. But when it gets bad, it gets real bad. Yeah. So it's one of those movies. If you're, and we're gonna go to the rating right now. If you're a fan of it, you would definitely
look past a lot of it.
Yeah, you probably look past a lot of it. I think fans of Sonic and kids will like it. So if you're a fan of Sonic, kids will like it. It's a matinee film, but I give it a rental. If I give it a number, it's definitely a 5 out of 10. It's definitely 5 out of 10 because, like I said, I definitely like a lot of stuff. Jim Carrey does a great job. Sonic is all the main characters are great. Jim Carrey does a great job. But all that other shit, I cannot look past it, man. Even to the point, Adrian, even to the point where there was a continuity with the editing. Like that one scene where when after they had fucked up all the bar people and they had that stuff on top of the car and they drove off. Remember when they drove off? The next scene, that shit was not on the car anymore. So they drove off like that.
It fell off.
It didn't show that. It didn't show that.
It doesn't have to show
It did not.
I actually saw it fall off though. I actually saw it.
It doesn't have to show that.
I was looking.
That's common sense.
I was
That's
looking.
common sense.
But it was like next
That's
scene.
not the same.
It was like this. It was like this. You see the excess? Next scene, no excess. That's how it was.
I disagree, bro. It didn't fall off. It like slid off the car. I watched it.
I watched it, bro.
Even if they didn't show it, it's common sense.
Yo, he's nitpicking at that point, right?
Nah. Watch the movie. Watch the movie. You will see. Watch the movie. You will see, bro. But nah, bro. But still, though. Whatever, bro. It's still a 5 out of 5 for me. You know what I'm saying? 5 out of 5? Yeah. Rental.
I'd probably give it a 7, bro. Like a 7 or 8. Honestly, I thought it was pretty cool.
IMDb gave it
7.
I would definitely, and I would say that if you don't see like full price, I would say on Tuesday.
The matinee.
Like, still at the movie, but matinee price.
Yeah. Like I said, you're a fan and you're a kid. You got kids, matinee price. But if you're looking for a movie, if you're looking in terms of, I'm just talking about in terms of just a movie, definitely a rental. Yeah. And also, if you guys watch the movie, definitely stay. There's a mid-credit scene. You guys should watch it. I'm not going to spoil it, even though it got spoiled for me.
Right.
Thank you, Ernest. Before we continue, man, let me go through the comments. I know we had a lot of comments. Ernest was like, yep, the first Sonic game I ever grew up playing, Sonic 2. That was great. I saw last weekend. I think MK movie came out in 1995. Not only did I like the new design of the character of Sonic, but I also liked the person who did the voice acting. Yeah, Ben Schwartz was great. One of my favorite parts in the movie was the fact that Sonic and Tom took the road trip and went to the club. Yeah, I mean, that part, when it got to the club, it was funny. Like I said, the only part I didn't like was just how they got to the action and whatever. So, yeah, you're definitely right about that. Alfred, what's up, Alfred? Thanks for checking out. He was like, Sonic Knuckles, Super Sonic? Not really. Watch the film, you would know what I mean by that. Yeah, the first look of Sonic was very pitiful. I definitely agree, but after watching the movie, I actually like that first thing of Sonic better. I think I'm rating it 8.5 out of 10. To me, it wasn't that bad. No problem, LOL. I can see why. Like I said, if you're a fan, I can see why people will give it like a 7 and an 8. But I'm trying to rate it as a movie. It's a 5 for me. Just because of all the problems that I got, it's just really, really bad. But we're going to move on to the next movie. So, Craig, you saw the photograph. I actually missed it, so I don't know what happened with it. I know it's a black love film.
Black love.
So, and I know it got Lakeith Stanfield and Issa Rae, and they're the hot commodities right now. Why don't you tell us, before we get started, you got a trailer? Before we get started with the review, let's go with the trailer. So, we'll be right back and check out the trailer, and we'll be right back with
What?
I'm wondering if it's not too early in the night to kiss you.
It wasn't too early.
May, my daughter. I put my love into photographs, pictures, took space in my heart instead of people.
This was supposed to be a date.
It is a date. I love you.
I love you too.
I just don't understand why she couldn't tell me about her life while she was alive.
Maybe she thought it would help you look at her in another way. Hey, I'm Michael Block from The Republic. I'm doing a story about your mom.
How's your article coming?
To be honest, I was a little distracted. So I kept running back in my mind how you might respond to me asking you for a drink.
So that was you asking me?
In my mind, it wasn't that forward. You know what I mean? It was more smoother than that.
I'm terrible at first dates. I just don't know whether to be vulnerable, aloof, funny.
Why don't you just be yourself?
What?
I'm wondering if it's not too early in the night to kiss you.
It wasn't too early.
Oh, I see.
He's in love. This written all over your face. You look so sappy, it's embarrassing.
Wanna believe what you say.
Why you got your head down like you pray?
Because I might need to.
What would you pray for?
My patience.
Willpower. I keep reading her words.
Don't you want more than this?
I want you. What more do you want?
My mother wasn't very good at love. What if I'm just like her? How are you supposed to know if you want to spend forever with someone?
I want to try to be together.
It's not practical.
I'm not trying to be practical. I want to be with you.
I said the opposite of everything that I wanted to say.
I wish I didn't leave people behind so often.
I let her leave 30 years later, still trying to figure that out.
What would you have done differently?
I would have gone after her.
My May, I wish I had put as much courage into love as I put in my work.
I don't want to lose you because I'm afraid to love you.
You don't have to be afraid.
What'd y'all do when the power went out today?
She did the little sip and smile thing, like.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that trailer we just showed.
Yep.
So basically, this story is a love story. It kind of puts you in the mind of Love Jones back in the day with Lorenz Tate and Nia Long, Bill Bellamy. It's kind of like these two young black people end up having a little bit in common. Lakeith Stanfield, he's like a photographer who's like kind of doing a story on Issa Rae's character's mother. He's like interviewing her like ex-boyfriend or whatever, not knowing that it's her dad or whatever. But that's kind of like situational irony in the movie. Like we know, but she doesn't know or whatever. But anyway, so basically the movie is about him doing a story on her trying to figure out her mom, because her mom was like a big like photographer or whatever like that, and he's trying to find some background on her and ends up falling in love with Issa Rae.
Okay.
And so it's like a modern day Love Jones type movie for us. It's pretty funny. You got Lil Rel in there. He has his moments. He's funny as hell. Lakeith Stanfield is actually kind of serious in this. I'm used to seeing him being silly in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Issa Rae is hilarious. She's always hilarious to me. But she's serious in this as well. She has her moments where she's funny too. But the movie is I would say it stands in its own category because it's like something that you don't usually see in movies. It kind of has a This Is Us feel to it, where they kind of flash back to the time with her mother and her mother's boyfriend at the time, whatever. And it kind of gives you a feel of why she is the girl that she grows into from looking at her mother and what kind of person her mother was.
Gotcha.
And so that's basically what the story is. She's actually going back and doing like kind of like a scavenger hunt on her mother, her background and what her mom was like and whatever like that. And Lakeith is helping her because he's in the photography or whatever, so he's trying to see that part of her world or whatever. Right. And she ends up uncovering different things that she had no idea was going on when she was growing up. Okay. So it's pretty cool the way it unfolds.
That's interesting, man. So my question is, how did Lakeith and Issa Rae work together in terms of was the love believable, or like how did the acting work together?
Yeah, so basically they ended up meeting. He met her because of this situation, but he kind of started feeling her as he's talking to her. They kind of had a little playful banter back and forth like as they were getting to know each other. Yeah. So it actually came off as like, you know, us guys, when we see a girl we like, instead of like being forward and trying to holler at her, we kind of like indirectly try and talk to him. He found out that there was going to be some kind of like event that she was going to be at or whatever, and he like went act like he was going for himself. Okay. They ended up hitting it off, and the rest was history from there. But basically it was like as they're together and interacting, you kind of see little flaws in Issa from what her mother did.
Right.
And so it's like,
okay.
is she gonna repeat history or is she gonna change history? So that's that's basically what it is.
Okay.
Trying to see if she's gonna change or if she's gonna follow suit.
All right. So both of them did a good job as leading roles, right?
Oh yeah, they did a great job, man. Honestly, Issa Rae. Somebody said that Issa Rae. I want to say she said it actually that she actually had a fondness for Lakeith.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever. Like she actually liked him. She thought he was good looking.
Yeah.
And she was
That's
like,
how a lot of actors be falling in
that's
love.
crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's why I'm trying to get in on it. But anyway.
Spend that quality time.
Right? Let's go over our lines real quick.
Oh, it's a kissing scene. We gotta practice.
Yeah, right. We gotta practice so it ain't awkward. You know, I don't want to be awkward with it. Right? That's just freestyle. Don't even read the script. No, but yeah, she said that she actually was attracted to him or whatever, so it made it work because you could tell that it looked like they were attracted to each other. To be honest, it didn't look like acting. It looked like they was like trying to highlight each other for real. Like after the camera stopped,
right?
Yo, what you doing after this?
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a good movie, man. And I don't know if you guys are Insecure fans. I am. I love Issa Rae.
I actually have not ever seen that show.
Watched a few of them. It was good.
That show is hilarious, bro. It's about basically Insecure is about a woman who is a really good rapper, but she doesn't let anyone see that side of her. And the only time she lets it out, she gets in the mirror and raps to herself. And I think it's called Insecure because she's like passive aggressive.
Right.
Like, so when some shit happens, like let's say Adrian pissed me off, and I'm like, man, fuck you. like mumble under your breath. Like that's what she does all the time. And that shit is hilarious, yo. But the dude that's in the movie that played her dad in the movie, he's from Insecure. He's actually really funny.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull that up real quick. Just went out of the box. My bad.
What is his role in Insecure?
In Insecure, he's like her boyfriend or somebody that she. This was basically the one that got away. His name was Daniel, and it was like things went well with them, but something happened to where they fell out and they lost touch. But then he comes on the scene again, and it's like this, like, oh shit, I see you in the middle. What's up?
Okay, gotcha.
But dude is, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but it looks like Yamlel Noel.
Oh shit.
Yalen
Noel.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he was actually in the Purge, the first Purge.
He was in he was in the Purge, the remake or whatever. Not the remake.
Not the remake. It was like supposed to be like the prequel.
The prequel, exactly. That's what I want to say. Yeah, he was actually good in that too.
Yeah, he was
really good in that.
I didn't see him happen.
Don't laugh, bro. Nah, he did his thing. He was actually supposed to be like a charismatic type character who he didn't really let a whole lot bother him. He was just really in love with Issa's mom, who played Shantae, or who Shantae Adams plays, or whatever. And basically, all he wanted to do was love her. And it was like, she had her mother getting in her head about why she should or shouldn't be with him or whatever like that. So it was like her mother was on her, and so she was on Issa a little bit,
right,
or whatever, indirectly. But she was trying to break the mold. There's a dude in the movie named Kelvin Harrison Jr. who plays Lakeith's like friend or whatever. He's like not a main character. He's just like he has like a soft.
That was the guy off of Get Out, right? Calvin, I think it was
that.
Oh, never mind.
I think
I'm thinking about somebody else.
Godfather of Harlem.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah, that show was great. Like for real, you need to check that out. He had like a small role, but it was nice to see him in a different light from Godfather of Harlem. Because in Godfather of Harlem, he was like I would say an activist, something like that.
Oh yeah.
He was like all about going against the man, but he was a singer.
Right.
But he was in love with a white girl. And of course, you know, that's probably
and
the white girl that he was in love with is the mob, like her father is a part of the mob, and he hates black people.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, he's racist, yeah.
So, you check it out, you'll see what happens. Man,
Yeah.
He just gets so irritated with people sometimes. Like, yo, you know you ain't supposed to be doing it. Like, that's the Don's daughter, and he hates white people. Like, what are y'all doing?
You trying to die.
Like, you put it, and then I don't care who see us. I love you. Like, come on,
nah, fuck that shit.
Like, come on. It was back when it was really racist,
yeah,
bro.
right?
Like, really racist. Like, they'll straight up call you a nigga to your face and
kill your ass. Like,
Mafia.
Yeah.
Right.
Straight up. All I can say, that thing must have been some splat.
Yeah.
Risk it all, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go out happy, for real.
So anything in the movie that you didn't like?
Let me see. So, I'm trying to think of everything that happens. I mean, there's a lot of flashing back to what they showed, but everything worked out for the right reason. Right. So it's like they show you some background on her mom and her mom's mom, and then they will come back to the future and show you something similar that's happening in her life.
Oh, okay.
And
So like a parallel type thing.
Right. So it was like she's acting like her mom without even knowing that she's acting like her mom.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was pretty cool, man. And Lakeith Stanfield did his thing too.
Okay.
It's wicked, but he's doing his thing, man. He's very versatile.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a very versatile actor. He's definitely become a leading man. So I guess going to the end part, what would you rate it, and how? What would you recommend it to people? Like, how would you recommend it to people?
On a scale from woo to loving basketball.
Yeah.
Damn. Definitely not loving basketball. That's timeless, bro.
That is
loving basketball is hard to touch.
Yeah, that is hard to touch. I can't even on that.
Everything in that
But
movie.
yeah, what would you rate it though?
I would rate it like, I would say it's about an 8.
Okay.
It's about an 8.
I watched that.
And I would say go to the movie.
They gave it a 7.
Did you say?
I would give it a 7.
Oh, okay. So what would you? Should we say full price, matinee, rental, or?
I'll say full price, man.
Full price?
And I'll say
Okay.
I'll say take your girl. Like if you're in a relationship,
okay.
I'll say take your girl or somebody you like.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
That's great to
They
hear.
basically made their money back in opening weekend.
Oh yeah, how much did they make?
13.
Oh, okay.
They only spent 16.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Yeah.
And they spent 85 on Sonic.
Oh yeah, and I know Sonic hit. I know Sonic made their money back, like 100 million or something like that. Yeah,
Jeez.
They made their money back this week.
Can I borrow? I just need to borrow $1 million.
You're right.
You know, and not even to be stingy. Like I just want to pay my Sallie Mae off. That's all.
About a cool million. About a cool million.
You can give me the free what?
But that's awesome, man. So like you heard Craig's recommendation, full price. Go check that movie out. It's a great Black Love movie, which I'm glad.
Black Love.
Because I've been looking for something other than that. We were talking a little bit about Queen and Slim and how I felt about that when I talked about my review on that and everything like that. But yeah, let's move on a little bit. We're going to go into 2 different other sections real quick. First of all, we're going to talk about some Disney Plus, because this week a cartoon show is coming out on Disney Plus that I've been really looking forward to. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I know, Craig, you got a little versed in Star Wars, especially when we had a little review on Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie. Case, I don't know how well versed you are on Star Wars. How well versed are you in Star Wars?
I only seen 3 movies.
Which were?
I think I can only remember the years and some of the dates. I remember
What were the years?
1999.
Oh, damn.
2002. Damn. 2017. You say you didn't like the one from 99.
Yeah, that's the worst.
See, the first Star Wars movie I seen was, I think, what was it? The Empire
Strikes Back?
Yes.
That's the best
Episode
one.
2.
Wait,
no.
Oh, you talking episode 2? Oh, Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
I seen that in the theaters the same time Spider-Man came out with my pops in 2002.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Damn, you saw the worst ones actually.
I liked it.
That's good that you liked it because you're not a Star Wars fan, so you actually liking it. I tell you right now, if you're a Star Wars fan, people know that episode 1, 2, and 3 were like the worst movies of Star Wars, bro. 3 was actually out of all 3 of them, 3 was actually the best one, but it still wasn't as good. So, but Clone Wars is actually the kind of like the middle part between 2 and 3. So you remember episode 2. when they actually got to the war, and then they start with all the clones.
Yeah.
And so Clone Wars is actually the middle part where they actually show the wars in that. So if you guys see it, it does look like a 3D cartoon show, whatever, not like that. But when we actually watch it, it's actually mad serious. They show a lot of the action is great and everything like that. They have a lot of death in there, which is like surprising death. Like what the fuck? They have a lot of characters that you see in later films. Like for example, you remember you saw Rogue One? Did you see Rogue One?
Mm-hmm.
You remember Saul Guerrero, what's his name? Forrest Whitaker's character?
Mm-hmm.
They actually introduced him in Clone Wars and show his backstory to why he is what he is. They show a lot of cool characters. You remember Episode 1, Darth Maul? You know how he got killed in Episode 1? He comes back in Clone Wars, and they have a whole dope story arc that lasts two shows. So it's actually pretty cool. They kind of rectify stuff like that, and the reason why I'm kind of bringing it up now is because they're kind of doing the last and final season, which kind of is based off the last parts of the Clone Wars in Episode 3. So I don't know if you got the scene up and ready, Adrian, but I kind of want to show a scene because they kind of actually released a clip today. So I kind of want to show that clip because the show comes out, the new season comes out this Friday on Disney Plus. So I kind of want to show the clip real quick so you guys. So it's got time. Let's show the clip real quick and we'll be right back.
I gotta say something about this shit, bro.
I've heard mixed things about these guys. They have a 100% success rate. It's not that they win, it's how they win that worries me.
Repeat. Coming in hot on platform TT-397. Clear the airfield! I said clear the airfield!
So why haven't I heard of this squad? Experimental Unit Clone Force 99. The defective clones with desirable mutations. 99, eh? Huh, nice touch. They call themselves the Bad Batch.
The cavalry has arrived!
All right, we are back. I hope you guys liked the clip. I was telling them before how serious the show is. For example, if you guys watch Episode 3, okay, so in Episode 3, that's when the Jedis get killed or whatever, right? The reason why the Jedis got killed is because the clones betrayed them. The clones had like a biological chip in them. So when Palpatine was like, "Yo, let's go at Order 66," the clones just literally shot up all the Jedis and killed them all, except for Obi-Wan and a few of them that survived. So there was one episode in the series where a clone actually found out about the chip, and he tried to tell everybody like, "Yo, they put a chip in us. They're gonna try to control us, trying to this and that." No one believed him to the point where they even killed him. They killed this clone, and then they brushed it aside. That's why they still got away with it in the movie. So they do a lot of cool stuff in the show and everything like that. So that's why I'm really looking forward to this one, because they're gonna like pretty much break down the ending of the war to the point where even when Anakin betrayed the Jedis and killed all the younglings and all this type of shit, and how everybody else in the film and universe. In the show, Anakin had an apprentice called Ahsoka, which is a great character. She ends up leaving the Jedi Order like near the end of season 6 or whatever. So we get to see her back here in the show and everything like that. So they kind of show different things. You see in the clip, they showed the different types of clones and how they were acting, whatever like that. So like I said, you get into the characters on the show. Even Anakin Skywalker. Like I said, for example, Anakin Skywalker in the movies, I hated that motherfucker. The actor, Hayden Christensen, didn't act in him well. He was terrible. He was terrible as fuck. But in the show, you actually like Anakin. You can actually see the brotherhood between Anakin and Obi-Wan. They were actually brothers in the show. You guys see why they went through all that shit, and they kind of break down their separation in this new season, whatever. So I'm definitely excited for this new season. I don't know if you guys have Disney Plus. I feel like it's a good reason to keep Disney Plus, with a lot of the flaws Disney Plus has, in my opinion. It's a good. It's a good. This flaws, bro. I'm not gonna get into it. It's not.
I've heard a lot of bad things. What are the flaws?
First of all, a lot of the shows they promise is not coming out till like next year, or not coming to the end of this year.
That's how they keep you.
Exactly.
Keep you hooked, bro.
Because like the only good things to watch, only new things to watch is The Mandalorian, which is only 8 episodes. It's great, but once that shit was done, it's like, what the fuck am I gonna watch? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for example, if you're not a fan of Disney, you're not gonna really like fuck with it that much. Like I'm not a big fan of Disney. So I don't really watch all the Disney movies like that. I'll watch the Star Wars stuff. I'll watch the Marvel stuff, but I don't really watch the Disney movies like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just watched Star Wars. I'm not Star Wars. I just watched Toy Story 4, which that movie was great.
That was good.
That movie was really good.
What about ESPN and all that?
I didn't see it.
Because they own that too.
No, yeah, but that's not on Disney Plus.
What?
That's not on Disney Plus. ESPN is its own thing. Because it's like you can get a package deal where you get Hulu and ESPN with Disney Plus, but it's not exactly on Disney Plus.
So here's the thing. There are some people that are going to get Disney Plus because they love Disney. And there's some people that are going to get it because they love Marvel.
Yeah.
There's going to be some people that don't even know that Marvel is a part of Disney. They be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody didn't see these Marvel movies when they first hit the movie. Like,
no, you're right. You're right.
Everybody didn't see Star Wars and they catching up on it.
That's true. That's true.
So there's
a lot of content to watch that. Yeah.
There's a lot of content that you can catch up on.
You're very right.
Even if not, you can still go to Hulu, which is still Disney.
That's true, but Hulu, but still, Hulu's its own entity. It's not part of Disney Plus. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I'm saying you kind of like, if you're not a fan of Disney and all like that, you can kind of be like, man, this shit is boring. Like, honestly, the reason why I kept my Disney Plus is because of Star Wars and Clone Wars. And if that wasn't the case, bro, I would have canceled it, to be honest with you. But I'm very excited for Star Wars and Clone Wars. We're gonna move on to the next thing real quick. We're gonna move on to the next thing. We're gonna talk about some anime news. The Crunchyroll had the Anime Awards this year, and I'll pull up the article. Crunchyroll's had the Anime Award this year recently. It just came out, and one of the animes that came out that won Anime of the Year is called Demon Slayer, which is one of my favorite animes this year. Demon Slayer. It's a really good anime, and you got the trailer for that? We're going to have the trailer, and we're going to play that just so you guys can get to see what it's about. So we'll be right back with you once we get the trailer playing.
Alex.
幸せが壊れる時にはいつも血の匂いがする。人間に戻してやるから。
お兄ちゃん、いってらっしゃ
い。でもな。うわ
粗奪猛進！こっちだ。かなり近づいてるぜ。
back, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the trailer for Demon Slayer. I'll tell the story a little bit and why I feel like it definitely deserves anime of the year. So if you guys read the story, it's about a guy named Tanjiro, who him and his family are living in the forest. They're living by themselves and whatnot. In this world, demons exist, and demons devour humans. Unfortunately, a demon stumbles into the family. So he has his mom. He has like 3 brothers and sisters, and him. The mom gets killed. The 2 brothers get killed, and the one sister gets turned into a demon. So the whole point of this story is he wants to find a way to turn his sister back into a human being. When he fights a demon, he obviously getting his ass kicked. He ends up meeting a demon slayer who kills a demon. And he's like, yo, I want to be like this guy, So the dude tells him, yo, if you want to be a real demon slayer, go to the top of this mountain and you'll meet somebody. He meets. I can't remember what the guy's name, but he meets a teacher who teaches him how to become a demon slayer, and he gains the ability and starts his journey from there. And it becomes an actual demon slayer and starts fighting demons and everything like that, trying to find him. And he has his sister by his side, because even though his sister's a demon, his sister sleeps most of the time because she's not trying to eat human beings. Because demons, they eat human beings off of instinct. Right. But she's trying to stay away from that. So she sleeps most of the series. But when she comes out, she's badass.
So they're able to control themselves?
Yeah, they're able to control themselves, yeah. And that's how she controls herself, because she sleeps a lot. And demons are not allowed to be out in the day because they die from sunlight. So if they're out in the day, they burn up. So if you watch an anime, she's always in a box because she's trying to stay away from the light, the sunlight, whatever. But it's a very endearing story to see how the big brother tries to protect the sister, because there's sometimes where the demon slayer is trying to kill her and he's like, nah, fuck that. Y'all ain't gonna kill my sister. Fuck y'all ain't killing my sister. You know what I'm saying? And then to the point where even the demon slayer is like, where he's like, yo, I'm gonna make sure my sisters don't eat no human beings, and I'm gonna make sure to protect her. Because like I said, the whole series is about him trying to find his sister to turn into a human. The side characters are great as hell. Like I said, I was telling y'all, there's one side character who's funny as fuck. Every time he comes on, he's always like, he seems like pathetic. He always like, oh man, I'm about to die. I feel like somebody's gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? He's always crying about it. But he does have like a hard side where, at the point where when he's mesmerized, he can kick ass. You know what I'm saying? But he's hilarious. Another dude who's like gung ho, like, oh, I'm gonna kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill all y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? He's dope as hell because he's funny as hell because he like jumps into any situation without even thinking about shit. You know what I'm saying? And kind of hurts himself in the long run versus everybody else because he doesn't think about shit. So that's good as hell too. But the great thing that sells about this is 2 things: it's the animation and the action. The animation is real good in this. It's drawn really well and everything like that. But the action is superb. Like there's one action scene like near the end of this first season, where they have to fight this demon who's like super tough. He has hard like threads, steel-like type threads that can kill you in an instant. And they have to try and kill him. He has like hard skin that's hard to kill, because the only way to kill a demon is to cut the heads off. You can't chop them up. The only way to kill him is to cut the heads off. And it's like there's like a dope scene where Tanjiro has to fight with his sister against this demon. It's dope as fuck, man. I definitely highly suggest you guys watch it. And like I said, the only reason I bring it up is because it gained Anime of the Year, and I definitely feel like it deserved it by the things I just said. Story's endearing. It's definitely the way that the Tanjiro acts. He definitely acts like a kid. So he can be kind of goofy in a way, but it's also very violent. Like blood, there's guts, there's like definitely death in there. And there's definitely sad deaths as well. The characters you don't realize would die. I'm like, fuck, man, that shit's sad. But it's like it doesn't break the tone. Like when people are happy, when people are laughing, you feel that. But when people are sad, you feel that. When the action happens, you feel that. You feel all that energy, and it keeps you going for more. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely highly suggest, if you haven't seen Demon Slayer, I can see why I got that moniker of Anime of the Year. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know any of the other ones that were it was going against?
Yeah, not necessarily what it was going against, but I can definitely give you the other winners of the different categories of the animes and stuff like that. And y'all let me know if y'all heard about this. So Anime of the Year, Demon Slayer. Best animation was Mob Psycho 100 season 2. So I don't know if you've seen Mob Psycho 100. That's a great one. Y'all should definitely watch it. Quick synopsis on that. It's about a kid who has psychic powers, pretty much the strongest dude in the world. It's made by the same guys who made One Punch Man. Strongest dude in the world. But the whole point of that anime is to teach you that even if you have special powers, you're still ordinary.
Right.
Because he goes around, he kind of even though he has psychic powers, he kind of sucks at everything else. He's bad at sports. He's bad at talking to people. He's bad at talking to girls. He's weak as fuck. Like, if you find him physically, you can beat his ass. But he's strong as fuck. Like, you fuck with him one time in his psychic powers, he will kill you like that. Like, he literally throw his hands and kill you like that. But like I said, the whole point of the anime is to humble yourself. Right. Even though you're the strongest person in the world, you know, you're not better than nobody else.
The underlying message.
Yeah, the underlying message. So that one is let's see, the best boy character is Tanjiro, which is from Demon Slayer. Let's see, what else? The best voice performance was Yuichida. I don't know how to say it. Sorry if I butcher the names. Yuichida Nakamura. He's the voice of Bruno Buchirachi off of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind. This is my shit. Honestly, I would have given that Anime of the Year. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind. The best voice actor in English is Billy Kametz. He does the voice of Nafumi of an anime called Rising of the Shield Hero, which that one's a good one. And if people know the voice actor, actually Billy Kametz actually did the voice acting in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable, which that's actually a good one as well, which actually I would suggest you guys watch. Best director is Tetsuro Akira for Attack on Titan Season 3. That one was badass. Best protagonist, Senku off of Dr. Stone. Definitely great anime you guys should watch. Best fight scene, I was just telling you guys, Tanjiro and Nezuko, but Nezuko is a sister, versus Ryu from Demon Slayer, which I was just telling you about, which is the main demon from the end of the season. Best drama, Vinland Saga, which is actually, that's a great one as well. It's about Viking. Yeah, Vinland Saga is great. It's about Vikings. It's kind of taking Thor, the story of Thor, and kind of making it into anime Viking. Is very good. And the best fantasy is the anime called The Promised Land. I've never seen it, but I've heard that one was good as well. So that's some of the different categories in that, and some of them are very heavy hitters. I've seen most of these on this, and they're very, very good. I highly suggest y'all look at the list and y'all watch that. And but I highly suggest y'all watch Demon Slayers. That's definitely good right there. So now that we're going to go to switch views on that real quick before I actually go to this next big topic. We just got to give a little, I guess, R.I.P. to an actress that died today. It just happened today, too. So I wasn't really, going to talk about it. So I actually heard about this today. But we got to give a quick R.I.P. To the actress who played Willona. Is Willona? Not Evans. It was Willona. I can't remember her last name. Off of Good Times. I'm about to pull up her name. Jenna Dubois. Jenna Dubois. She passed away recently at the age of 75. We're not sure. I think we're not sure of the cause. But I'm gonna pull up the article real quick. She died. 74. Excuse me. TMZ reported it. So, and this actually got this off the Grio. So I'm reading off the Grio. According to TMZ, Tuesday morning, the body of actress was allegedly discovered, although had appeared in good health while attending a fan event in Hollywood a couple of weeks ago and hadn't complained about any specific ailments recently. Her family informed the outlet that she unexpectedly passed away in her sleep in her home in Glendale, California. Dubois is best known for playing Evans' family's sassy neighbor Willona Woods on the classic Black 70s TV sitcom Good Times. In addition to playing the Willona behind the scenes, she also composed and sang the theme song Moving On Up for another iconic show, The Jeffersons, which I didn't know that. TMZ reports she appeared in tons of movies over years, including I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, Tropic Thunder, Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Her acting career began on Broadway, where she was cast in a number of plays, including Golden Boy with Sammy Davis Jr. and Louis Gossett Jr., plus a Raisin in the Sun. Dubois was 74 at the time and passing, and is survived by her 2 daughters and a son. Now, 74 is kind of young, you know.
Yeah, it's young for someone who's like an older person.
Right, yeah. And it's definitely sad because, like I said, we don't know the cause of her death. It's definitely sad because we kind of grew up with this, especially if we watched The Good Times. You know, it is a big RIP. I don't know how you guys feel about that. How do you guys feel about that?
Man, that shit, I was hurt, man. I was, you know, because we grew up watching that.
Yeah.
We grew up, I've been watching that my whole 25 years of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My whole life I watched Good Times.
She was on the Wayans Brothers too, wasn't she?
She was. Because they did, didn't they do a Good Times type parody on Wayans Brothers? She was on it, yep. Mm-hmm. How you feel about Adrian?
I mean,
fuck you too, nigga.
prayers to her and everyone else who was involved with her.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely sad.
I didn't really watch the show, so
really?
I can't really you know. I don't really have a big
right. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, no, yeah. There's you like I say, it's definitely sad.
Hey, I'm not judging you, but I'm judging you. Nah, I'm just messing with you, bro. There's so much stuff I hadn't seen.
Yeah,
I can't even say nothing.
But it's definitely sad. Like I said, she grew up. Yeah, she's a legend.
It's kind of like, honestly,
yeah,
she's like that aunt or that family member that's kind of mouthy in your family that just don't give a damn what she's saying, but she means well at the end.
Yeah.
That's basically her character. She was dope. Like she would cut somebody out, but at the same time, she loved her friends and her family.
She adopted Janet Jackson in Good Times.
Yeah,
Janet Jackson's first acting role was in Good Times, and she adopted her in the movie. Or in the movie, in the show. Yeah. So yeah, she was great. She was definitely great. She will be missed. It's definitely sad. She will be missed. So so again, R.I.P. to her. Prayers to the family.
Hey, listen. With that said, we gonna say, ain't we lucky we got 'em? Good times.
R.I.P. to you.
You
really do, right?
Looking in the window, watching the light so grow. Good times.
Oh man, yeah. But R.I.P. to her. She had a great life, though. I'm still happy for her. She had a good life for the most part. She had a good career, and it's just sad that she had to go. You know, it happens. People got to go, but it's just sad when it happens. So,
very true.
We're gonna move on to our last topic, and it might be a little controversial, but please talk with us in the chat. I wanted to talk with you guys real quick. Little social issue. You know, we were talking about some nerd stuff and whatnot, but it might be a little controversial. But I wanted you guys' opinion on this before we actually show the video. You're so hilarious. I appreciate it, Ernest. We can be funny sometimes. You know how we are on the podcast, but a little controversial. You guys know Dwayne Wade. You know, famous basketball player and everything like that.
Let's show the video first.
You want to show the video first? Okay, well, this is Dwayne Wade, so we're going to show the video about Lil Boosie. He said a little something about Dwayne Wade and his family. Let's go ahead and show the video. We'll be right back.
I gotta say something about this shit, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have shit figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But his dick be gone. How you gonna... Like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his dick off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his fucking dick off, Dwayne Wade, bro. You fucking tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog.
We're kind of delayed, so we're gonna have Craig watching this.
I think he is right. I think he's right.
Okay. So then what's
So
off the
first
debate?
of all, let's clarify what does transgender mean.
Right. So transgender is somebody who feels like they're a certain gender, but they feel like they're born in another gender. So, for example, we're going to talk about D Wade. You guys know D Wade has a son who feels like it's a woman. And D Wade and Gabrielle Union, they've been kind of going around. I don't want to say parading because I feel like that's kind of a bad word, but they've been kind of going on promoting his gender, saying or her, excuse me, because I think he changed his name or whatever. But they kind of promoting her because I want to kind of be respectful from that. But they kind of I don't want to say parading, but I'll say parading. They kind of been parading her, saying they support her sex change or her mental state in terms of from being a male to a female, whatever.
Are they going to get a sex change?
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. I actually didn't hear about it, but I think that's what they were talking about doing in terms of that because they've been celebrating his. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. So we're gonna go off the Boosie. We're gonna Boosie thing. Pretty much. So Boosie was saying that the kid is too young.
Definitely.
The kid is definitely too young. He's 12 years old, and he feels like he's a woman. Or she feel like he's a woman. Saying that he's a woman, everything like that, and it's fine if they want to celebrate that. But me personally, I definitely agree with Boosie. I don't know. Aiden, you said you agree. Case?
Yes, sir.
What about you, Craig? You kind of the outlier here.
So basically, I feel as though if you're gonna do something like if that is the case, what Boosie is saying, what they need to do is, of course, respect the child's decision on what they want to do, but make sure like they wait until they're of sound mind. So basically, you can do it if you still feel that same way at 18.
Let them do it themselves.
Exactly.
If you still feel this way at 18, I respect your decision. I'm behind you 100%. But I want you to be in your right state of mind before you make a decision that's going to change your life forever.
Exactly.
Basically.
Because that's the one thing that I kind of, I don't like about the whole situation because say what you will, how you feel about D-Wade parading his son or his daughter, excuse me, about transgender and everything like that. He's still a kid though. Yeah, he's still 12.
Because fucking Will Smith's son, he was wearing dresses, doing all that type of stuff. He ain't doing that shit now.
Yeah, exactly.
He definitely not doing it. He
knows
knows
that.
Yeah, exactly. So I definitely think it's probably a phase. So if they go ahead and change his name, do all of this other stuff, and then later
he decides, I don't want to be a woman no more. I don't feel like a woman.
Like what's the Kardashian's dad's name?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, it was Kris Jenner first.
He says he regrets doing all of that stuff.
Oh yeah,
after doing the whole change and stuff like that.
Damn.
So,
that dude, Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce. I say Kris. Yeah. Kris is the wife.
Bruce changed himself to Caitlyn.
Shit. It's pretty much the same thing now.
I definitely think they should wait on any surgical.
What do you feel, Case?
Yeah, man. I mean, they should let them. That's an adult thing.
Exactly.
You should be watching cartoons and stuff like that. I know today's teens. I know they say we was grown, we was younger, and whatever. I guess it gets worse throughout the generation.
Right.
They show kids a lot.
You should tell them to at least let him be him.
Yeah.
But don't. You should have a guideline, like you know what I mean. He said you destroy this whole man's future. You destroy his future, then he don't know what to do.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think, you gotta wait and let him be a kid. Put him in classes. Let him, give him a hobby.
Right.
Something,
Right.
Something to I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, man. Because I get why people want to celebrate this. Like, look, if you're an older person, if you're around our age, you feel like you feel like you're a woman, okay, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You make that decision to do all that. But like I said, he's a kid. He's 12 years old. When we're around that time, we don't know what the fuck we're trying to do. We don't know what we're trying to be around that time. No, a lot of times we were saying we wanted to be Batman. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be Spider-Man. I said I wanted to be Spider-Man when I was 12, but I was hell bent on being Spider-Man when I was 12.
I wanted to be
everything, bro. I was like, I'm going to get bit by a spider. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be Spider-Man, nigga. Like, straight up.
You'll be in the corner.
Find the wrong spider.
Yeah. But then,
I could have sworn by this age I was going to be a boy.
Oh man.
For real though, but like when we're kids, we don't really know what we want. Now, I get when people say they feel like they're women or something like that because there's an old science here, and I'm not really going to explain why. I've talked about it before, not on the show, but I've talked about it before to you guys. But I can see why men these days can feel like they're women or whatnot, but I don't think a kid can understand what they're talking about.
When you're a kid, you believe you can fly.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he has a mom and a dad. Who do y'all think's idea it was to kind of?
It was Wade's.
You think so?
You think it was more Wade's?
Because I heard the mother protested against it. I heard the mother.
Okay.
Yeah, the real mother because that's not Gabriel Union's son. That's his stepson. But I feel like it was Gabriel Union.
Yeah, she put that in his head.
Put that in his head, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Not necessarily the part that he made feel like a woman, because he might feel like a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I said, he's a kid.
Yeah.
He might, because, like I'm saying, we was probably doing shit like that. When I was a kid, I was going to my mom's shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Playing with my mom's shit sometimes. I didn't feel like no woman.
Something, and you love your mom. You're trying to...
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So as kids, we probably could have done some shit like that and pretend we was girls or whatever. But at the same time, like...
Until you figure out what you're supposed to be.
Exactly. hell, when we were kids, we didn't even... When we were kids, we didn't even know we were boys until we actually, kind of grew up, until got older. Yeah.
Sexual identity.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even know we were boys. So how can you tell if you're a girl at around that age? You know what I'm saying?
You can't.
You can't. Yeah, I feel like kids, they're not old enough to have sex. How can kids...
They all know about sex, but they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Let's say this. A decision like that is permanent. It's not like just cutting your hair and then
exactly.
back. Mm-hmm. You can't grow that back.
No, hell no.
Once it's cut,
it's gone. Yeah.
Unless you save it some kind of way and put it on this, I don't know. But that is a permanent change.
Yeah. And like how Boosie was saying, like he could end up falling in love with a chick. And then be like, fuck, I'm not no woman no more. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that shit before. I've seen documentaries where dudes think they were gay, and then when they get older, they be like, find out, oh no, I'm straight. I actually like women. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gay no more. Hell, what was that one dude? I'm not gays no more. I'm delivered. I've been delivered. Yeah. And apparently he's still fucking women. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking. I mean, not fucking, but he's dating some women.
Rebuked.
Yeah, rebuked. You know what I'm saying? So that might end up to D-Wade something like, damn, I'm not no woman no more, but I mutilated myself to the point where I can't be no man no more.
And that's going to lead to like depression, suicide, stuff like that. He might go up he might do a Columbine because of that.
Some shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of shit like that, he can't get himself together.
Exactly.
And figure out what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say depression and maybe suicidal.
Yeah.
Suicidal thoughts. Mm-hmm. I definitely see that.
So it's kind of hard to say, like, because people won't think, you homophobic and some shit. Like, no. We celebrate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we celebrate, the LGBT community and everything like that. But
absolutely.
But at the same time, like, it's a child, man.
Let's be real.
It's real. It's a child.
Like, something like that, you got to get at time because that is a very, very permanent choice to make.
Yeah.
It's not coming back from it.
Exactly. Like, if I had a child that said that I think I'm a woman, I'll have to be like, are you sure? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you're a child. You don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Like Boosie said, you don't know when you're going to get your next meal. Right. You know what I'm saying? How can you decide, can you know if you're exactly a woman or not? You know what I'm saying? So, it's kind of a weird position I feel like we're in because if we talk shit about it, we're bashing. But you got to think, man, you're not even an adult until you turn 25. You're not even considered an adult till you turn 25. You know what I'm saying? So you're not even 18 yet, and you thinking that you're already a woman? Like, I don't know. It's weird, man. I can't really rock with that, man. I gotta go with Bootsy on this, man. I can't really rock with that. It's a weird thing, man.
I'm gonna say I respect any identity that you associate yourself with. I can respect it. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it and like turn my nose up to anything because you know I don't understand what you are going through. I'm not like we are not the same.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, when it's something that's dealing with someone that is that young, I say they should give them, okay, I respect your decision and I understand this is what you want to do. What I say is just wait until you're 18.
Right.
Like kind of like a tattoo or piercing.
Yeah.
Wait till you're 18. If you still want to do it, that's what's up. I'm behind you.
Right.
But I mean, a choice like that, man. Like I said, there's no turning back from it.
There's no turning back. Yeah, exactly.
No, but the way Boosie,
the way he worded it,
the way he spoke on it is disrespectful.
Yeah, he coming across.
Being honest.
Yeah, he's being honest. He's coming up kind of hard. Yeah,
and I can understand the honest. I mean, yeah, it's honest, but it's too forward. It's not his place.
Right.
Like on one point, it's not his place, but on the other hand, I understand.
Well, they did make it public, and they are parading it around.
That
for
is very
everybody
true.
to commentate on, give their opinions on. So
they put it in the public eye, but that's not his child. He can't. He don't have the right to say nothing.
But now that it's in public eye, they can give their opinion on it.
Yeah,
but, and I feel that. I agree.
Because it's not Gabrielle Union's place to.
No, it's really not. Yeah,
but you can still be tasteful about it too, though.
No, he did. He's very raw.
He's very raw.
Definitely very raw.
Yeah, he's definitely had his comments about the gay. He's definitely had his comments about the gay community before. That's why he comes off very raw. But let us know how you feel about the chat. How y'all feel about D Wade and how you feel about his son/daughter.
And I just seen something just now. It said that Young Thug catches heat for misgendering Dwayne Wade's 12-year-old. They don't even put son or daughter.
Yeah.
They said 12-year-old.
It's a 12-year-old, yeah. But it said he or she is 12. You know what I'm saying? Like he or she don't know no better. He don't know, or she don't know no better, man. Yeah. And it's like,
I can see being supportive, but it's a line.
Exactly, there's a line. Yeah, like to be supportive, okay, I get that. But to kind of parade it around like that, it's kind of like you said, they're kind of asking to be in criticism.
That looks like publicity stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that should never left the house.
Yeah, that should never left the house. Yep. Exactly. If he want to be a woman, keep that in the house.
Right.
Y'all shouldn't put it out there because first of all, people gonna talk shit about that, and second of all,
everybody's not gonna understand. Like
and now Wade's losing fans.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. He's losing fans, gaining new fans just from this.
Yeah.
It's not about his career.
Exactly.
You know, it's detrimental, man. It's messed up, man.
It is messed up, and it's kind of weird to the whole like black boys. Like you really trying to treat black boys and like not even like they're older. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 12, but how can you support a decision of something of this magnitude when he's that young? You're trying to make it seem like he's an older person. Like, for example, what's his name? Magic Johnson's son, or daughter, I think. He's mad gay. Or I think he's trans. I'm not sure.
That's disrespectful.
I'm not
saying that he's gay.
He's
mad.
He's mad gay. Have you seen that nigga? I don't know if he is trans or not.
You started out so politically correct, and then you took a turn for the worse.
But he is though.
There's levels to gayness.
He is though. I don't even want to call him he because I don't know if he's supposed to be trans or not.
The thoughts of Cujo.
Shut up!
I'm gonna make a little
disclaimer. To Cujos and Cujos.
But look at but what I'm trying to say is, don't nobody talk shit about him because he is an adult. He had a decision or whatever decision you want to make. He found out he was gay or a woman. He had a decision to do what we're gonna do. And nobody said shit to Magic Johnson about that shit.
Oh, he got help for
announcing it to the world.
Exactly. They're not announcing it in the world. They're not trying to parade him like
That's
that.
That's the only thing. Like they even if they do support it, like they do, just don't be, out in public.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't want somebody to say something about it, then keep it to yourself.
Exactly.
Because once you put it outside, then we got things to say about it.
Exactly. Everybody gonna say some shit.
I'm gonna talk some shit.
Exactly. And
already.
For real.
Now I respect it, and I may not understand it, but I'm gonna talk some shit.
Exactly. Exactly. So, I was trying to get my 2 cents about that. Like I said, how y'all feel in the chat about that? If y'all want to comment, y'all can comment on that. Let's see. We got some new ones. Yo, you sound like Lenny Williams, and whoa, what the? Oh, he just what to the Bootsy video. But yeah, that's a little 2 cents on that. If you guys feel some type of way, go ahead. If you guys feel we're wrong, please go ahead in the chat. Let us know what you feel like we're wrong about. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely like some dialogue on that, because I did put on Facebook some dialogue. If a child is not a sound mind to have sex? Can we have this discussion about sexual identity? Real quick,
y'all sex when they young, bruh.
And that's true, but I'm saying like,
he's not sound mind to make that decision. But I'm saying like they be fucking young.
Oh, they do be fucking young, yeah. When they fuck, yeah, for real. So, but what do you think, Case?
What do you mean?
Like, I posted a question on Facebook. If a child is not mentally stable to have sex, can we have a discussion about a child and their sexual identity? Are they mentally stable to choose their sexual identity?
No, man, because even the kids that's down there fucking around ain't even ready.
Yeah.
They don't even have the knowledge. That's why people get lost in that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got people that start fucking at 12, 13 years old, can't recover, with sex addicts by the time you graduate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's all in the same, under the same umbrella.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That stuff should be away from the kids,
right?
In its entirety,
straight end game. You know, it doesn't matter what. You know what I'm saying? It could be right.
Do what you're supposed to do as a minor.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff like he shouldn't be in the. It's going.
As a 12-year-old kid, he shouldn't even be thinking about it. He should be running around playing games and shit.
Right. And then even when he gets older, and if he decides to become straight, that's he's always going to be in that. This is remembered as this. Like,
right, that's true.
You shouldn't bring this type of light to a child, man. You know what I mean? So I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's man.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that, man. No, I totally agree with you, man. You're definitely right about that. What about you, Craig?
What's the question? I'm sorry.
Oh. I posted something. So the question was, if a kid is not mentally stable to have sex, are they mentally stable to choose their sexual identity?
I would say no, man. I would say no. Basically, in that regard, I don't know how to exactly touch that topic without being coming off ignorant or.
Just give your opinion, bro.
I would say no, bro. I'm just gonna keep it at that.
Well, why you think that?
Because if you're not in your right state of mind to do one thing, how you gonna do the other?
Right. I agree.
So.
I agree.
No.
Again, I wouldn't say nothing.
Right. No, I agree, man. I totally agree, man. Like, children are too young to do a lot of shit on their own. Like, they can't work. Fuck the sex. Let's not even talk about sex. They can't work a job. Mm-hmm. They can't drive a car. You know, they can't do a lot of stuff. They can't go out and they can't get money. They can't go out and buy food. They can't drink. They can't smoke. They're not old enough to do a lot of the things on their own. So how can a child just start one day feel like, feel like I'm a woman? You know what I'm saying? I could have told my parents that I feel like I'm a woman, but I could have just been playing around. You know what I'm saying? I remember my youngest brother, who is gay now, but he didn't figure it out until he was an adult. I mean, when we was kids, yeah, he'll do dress up and everything like that, you know, and do shit like that. But he wouldn't go around and say he was a woman. He knew that he was a male, even though he might have felt some type of way. He knew he was a male. He didn't go around telling people he was a woman, even though he might have, played around with woman stuff and shit like that. He didn't go around saying, "Oh, I'm a woman because I feel like a woman," whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He kind of. This is a reality, you know what I'm saying? If you're born a male, you a male, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's because of genitalia, it's physiology. He can't produce a child. You know what I'm saying? You have sex with you, you're not gonna be able to produce a child. You know, you don't have the body structure of a woman to be considered a woman, especially at that age. Like I said, when you're older, you wanted to do that shit and do all that shit. That's on you because you're an adult. You can make that decision, but as a child, you can't make that decision. So, in my opinion, yeah, I totally agree with both all you guys. Like, I feel like a child can't make that decision at that age. You know, at least 18, at least.
That's true. And even with the question that you posed, even with that person growing up, I think they will make better choice on the matter as opposed to being younger and not being of sound mind.
Yeah. Like, if the kid was 18 or 20 and he said, I feel like a woman, I wouldn't say a goddamn thing. I'd be like, oh, okay, scroll. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his life. But he's a kid, man. So that's why we kind of have to talk about this, because now they're kind of putting it out there, kind of showing kids, you know what I'm saying, you know, the whole light about sexuality and shit like that, which is, I don't want to say not cool. Well, it's not cool, you know what I'm saying? Because kids shouldn't be exposed to that shit, straight or gay. It doesn't matter what kind of sex, you know what I'm saying? Kids shouldn't really be exposed to that shit unless with proper education, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say I think this new generation, they're trying to show way too much, way too soon.
Yeah,
like
access to the internet.
Yeah,
and that too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff we didn't have that, you know what I'm saying, we were, I guess, kind of sheltered from as younger kids. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have social media, so social media is everywhere. But I still think that even like with cartoons, TV, and stuff that they watch, they're trying to put too much into these shows to make them appealing to kids.
Yeah.
It's like the liberation that's included in that movement.
Right.
They're applying it everywhere.
Yeah. That's true.
What I mean?
And that's what the problem is, man.
Because I can get why, because don't get me wrong, I get why, because this is cartoons where they post like maybe gay dudes kissing or whatever, and I get why they need to put that in there. It's because gay people have been bashed on for years in terms of laws and everything like that. So they kind of have to put that in there to teach children to respect gay people. Because it's kind of did the same thing with black people. They kind of did the same thing with black people. But it's so I can get why they do that shit. But at the same time, like, kids shouldn't be really exposed to that at this time.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's too young. It's too young. They need to grow up, learn that shit have their parents teach them, or kind of how they did with school, have their classes or whatever, and do that, and then decide what, how to take that information and how to use it. Yeah, we're gonna end it from there. If you guys have nothing else to say, you guys have any closing remarks?
Not about that topic.
Oh, okay. What about you guys? Any closing remarks on that topic?
I don't know.
James? All right. Well, with that being said, we were going to end the stream here. We kind of went longer than I thought I would, but we had fun today, guys. It was actually a good time. Before we end the stream, you already know where to find me at. Killer Kawabo. Killer Kawabo, Google me, baby. That's my Instagram right there. Find me on Instagram. If you want to find the XS Lounge, it's the XS Lounge on Instagram. You can find us there. Real quick, I can put in some plugs, quick plugs. I am performing on the 29th. Me and my boy Manny, ART Squad. We perform on the 29th. So actually, next week I'm gonna give. Next week I'm gonna give you the flyer, Adrian, so you can put it on there. I should have done that this week, but we are performing at the Skylark Club. Starts doors open at 6:30, so you guys check it out. If you guys want tickets, hit me up on Facebook, or you can look it up on Facebook. It's a release party, album release party for BTR The Bottom. You can look that up on one of those ticket matches or whatever, and find that. Get yourself a ticket. Watch us on live. Watch me live. You know, on stage. You know what I'm saying? Killing it like I usually do. You know what I'm saying?
Literally killing
it. But yeah, check us out there live February 29th. You can check us out there. I do music, killerkawabo.com, KILLAKWABO.com. If you want to find me on Facebook, it's Cujo Kida Amanfo. Cujo spelled KWADWO, and you'll find the rest once you put that in there. Before I switch to my co-host, let me give a shout out to our sponsors. Our first sponsor, XS Blast Drink, 14 different flavors, no sugar, low carbs. If you guys want to support the stream, please hit that link in the description. It'd be much appreciated. We'll definitely love you for that. You can also follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/XS_Z. Again, that's XS Underground Z, like Dragon Ball Z. If you guys want a free case of XS Blast Drink, we did get a winner, so shout out to Hot Cheetos for winning a case just today. And then we're going to give a shout out to our second sponsors, Grand Arsley Cinemas. They are located 9110 Kings Parade Boulevard, Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, that's 9110 Kings Parade Boulevard. If you guys want to go check them out, they're in the cut. They're in the cut, but it's a great theater, man. It's definitely a great theater. The people that work there are great. Tuesdays, they got that $5 deal where you get popcorn, get a large drink for $5. It's some great deals. The chairs are comfortable. Love the chairs. You know, me and him be falling asleep all the time in them chairs, so you'll definitely love it. You definitely love that shit.
I'm doing that, bro. Mind your business. Mind your business.
But yeah, you will definitely love the atmosphere. You know, even though you might see a lot of cars in the area, it's never crowded. You'll get there in a timely fashion. You get your tickets in a timely fashion. So yeah, make sure you guys check out Arts Grand Cinema. Again, the address is 9110 Kings Parade Boulevard in Charlotte, North Carolina. 9110 Kings Parade Boulevard. So now I'm gonna pass it off to my co-host and let them finish it off. Where you can find them at?
Word. It's your boy Kid Cam. You can find me on IG in the description in this video here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, man? You already know, man. It's Case with the Face, aka Rodeo Face Lope. Make sure that you follow me, Case3X. You can find me, follow me on Facebook, Moody Sutherland.
Word. And before we leave, let's give a shout out to the chat. What up, Willie Hayes? What's good? We actually got the West Coast watching us. So what is good? I really appreciate you checking out, man. Thanks for the salute, bro. Man, it sucks that you had to leave. It sucks that we're done now. But it's
you can still watch it. Yeah.
You can still go back and watch it, man. And make sure you guys subscribe to Vodcast Central. I know you guys saw it on the scroll. Vodcast Central, that will be the new home for the Excess Lounge. Please appreciate Ernest for it. Appreciate you. He said good podcast. Please subscribe to Vodcast Central because it's not just us. There's other podcasts on there. I know Adrian does Mouth and Out. You do Mouth and Out on that podcast, or he does Mouth and Out on that. So make sure you guys follow Vodcast Central. And before we leave, you know we gotta give a shout out to the production team. Let him tell you where to find him at. Adrian, please, where can they find you at, bro?
Please, you can find me on Instagram, Adrian Nice, that's with a Y, not a 9. And yeah, just subscribe to Vodcast Central, just online YouTube network, just like a television network, but it's on YouTube just for podcast and podcast. Vodcast is basically a video version, the visual side of a podcast. So subscribe, like and comment, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Before we leave, real quick, next month, I know I've had a lot of people hit me up wanting to be on the show and everything like that. And I've been kind of slacking this month because it's been definitely tough. Yes. No, but I'm definitely gonna hit you guys up and start having more hip hop guests on the show next month. Because I've had a lot of hip hop artists hit me up. We're gonna actually have a section called SupportCharlotteHipHop.com, where we will have hip hop artists. We'll do many interviews. We'll talk hip hop news. We'll probably do hip hop reviews for albums and whatnot. Instead, we go all the time talking about some music and everything like that. Because, like I said, I've had a lot of hip hop artists hit me up lately, and it's been hard for me to really get them in there and coordinate and all that shit. So we'll now that I have a production team behind me, I can kind of alleviate that stress in terms of the background side and kind of talk to you guys and set up interviews and stuff. So we'll talk more, and I'll have start having more hip hop guests next month, and we'll start doing more hip hop news and trying to get that shit going and everything. But with that being said, guys, we appreciate you guys checking out the stream. Check us out next week, same time, 10. Well, we should start 10 o'clock, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. So check us out. We'll say 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Every Tuesday, we'll do movie reviews. We talk nerd shit. We talk social, political reviews.
One thing, man, before
yeah. No, yeah. What you gonna say?
Just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt grow. Let's stay in love. Good time. Making a way if you can. Temporary layoffs. Good time. Easy credit rip-offs. Good time. Scratching and surviving. Good time. Good time.
this week.